very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Back into the middle. Now it's Drogba. And it's Eto'o. Always onto this. No, that's been intercepted. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, De Ligt, is very impressive. I mean, how many players get to skipper a top-flight side in their teens? I'm someone who likes to think that I've seen my fair share of defensive greats, but this boy looks to have it all, and if he fulfills his potential, we're in for something special.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Rodri producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Drogba. And this is Bergkamp. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, good spread. That'll be a throw. No, he's not getting past him there. The referee's awarded a free kick. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Out to the left it goes. And that's been intercepted. Opts for safety. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's looking wide. Throw it. Here comes the cross. Belletti.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Now it's Drogba, looking for options for movement. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely spread. And the return pass, spread neatly. Baresi. Rodri. Eto'o. Belletti. Well read, nice interception. Shifted it to the flank. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Eto'o gets into some space. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Just eases him off the ball. Eto'o is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Rijkaard. And Hernandez. And it's Bergkamp. And here's Drogba. And this is Eto'o. Oh, that's a fine interception. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Now this could be a chance.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's in a good position here. Oh, split-second reaction.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
What a throw in. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? Goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
It's Drogba! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from.
Eto'o! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Now it's Drogba. And they've got rid.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's the throw. Rodri. Gives it back. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Indonesia can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Now, can they get him away? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Malaysia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
Great chance! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now it's Drogba. Now it's Bergkamp. Eto'o under intense pressure.
Well, he's a spark, trying to light fires everywhere, so it's time to snuff him out. Indonesia are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And this is Drogba. It's Drogba! Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Eto'o, and he's had it nicked away. Malaysia can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Gets a good foot in there. Looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. There's a sharp little ball here. Belletti. Rijkaard. And this is Drogba. Now it's Bergkamp. That is good strength. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Eto'o. Bergkamp. Bergkamp! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Is number 7, Raul.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good ball, good take.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Passing nice and neat. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Indonesia have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's made its way to him. And he's only too happy to take that back. This looks promising. Drogba. Spread it left. Played back in. Can he get onto this?
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Interception. Raul. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And this is Drogba.
That's going in strongly.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Indonesia are walking off satisfied with their day's work. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me. Well, and he's had a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Kubo clears. Japan are looking to go forward now. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Arhan. And here's Haaland. Mbappe shoots! That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
First quarter of an hour gone. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Haaland. And he's well positioned. Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Japan have the chance to go the other way. And he's found a way past. Minamino receives it in a good position here. Kubo. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Now, who's going to be first to this? Mbappe. Mbappe carries the ball down the right. Kubo. Oh, they can break here. Played into space out wide. Minamino. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a pretty loose pass. Played out to the left flank. Cross in. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
He's in a great position here. Tries to play it through. Danger averted for now. Ito. Now Mitoma. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. Has crossed into the middle. And they've got rid. And claimed it back swiftly. Probing pass. Great chance! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Indonesia truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Kubo. He's found a way past. That's a nicely weighted pass. Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Lampard. Rice. Minamino. Great vision. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Japan are tough.
There's the shot! And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
And the action is back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming. And this is Messi. Minamino. And it's Minamino. And that has put paid to that. Endo. And it's Kubo. Can he get it through? Floated through. Gets good distance on it. Lampard. This looks promising. Mitoma. Mbappe! And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland concedes a free kick for that. And he has shown him a yellow card. And this is Messi. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Quality ball. Minamino.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Oh, that's shapes to shoot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
A case now of complete control. Minamino. Ito. Now Mitoma. Minamino. Can he latch on to this? Good ball, good take. That's a throw. Mitoma. Threads one in. Now it's Minamino. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Cleared without complication. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and as their most significant attacker, he isn't about to receive any generous invitations.
Some really good ball movement.
Kubo.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is great defending, so alert.
Substitution for Indonesia.
So, third corner of the game.
Rice. Coming on the field
And
is
he's taking no
number
chances
14,
there.
Xabi Alonso.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Endo. Duan has found the net here, of course. Kubo.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now, this could be a chance. Lampard. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball is over the line. Xabi Alonso. And it's Minamino. He's in space and looking for options. Kubo providing an outlet on that flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Promising position. Fires it in low. And he's there to get it away. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Wataru Endo, to me, Peter, really makes up the heart, the legs and the lungs of the team. He has a tactical intelligence that when everybody else tends to pile forward, then he has to put himself in a covering position and deal with whatever re-emerges at times. And he's expert at dealing with that, at getting around the pitch.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Minamino. Rice. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Passing nice and neat.
Such good technique.
Minamino!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Foot in. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, nice touch. Can he finish? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And we have our very first corner. Kubo is there, and he can get that clear. Lampard. Rice. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Japan have the chance to go the other way. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Ito. More and more pressure on the ball here. And he was quick to react. And no, that was never going to make it. Rice. Played into space. No, that's been intercepted. Kubo. And it's Kubo. And he welcomes it in. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's a promising position. Shot, surely! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And Japan are in front. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Messi, drilled in low. And that was very necessary. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Back into the middle. Haaland. Minamino.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Kubo. Doan. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Indonesia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Can he get away here? Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe. in acres of space out wide. Referee's given a throw. Endo. Kubo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Duan. He's in a great position here. Looking to play him in. Haaland. Can he spark a counter here? He's looking wide.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Little pass back. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Messi tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Tunisia grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Nicely spread. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Kubo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good take in a good area. That has not gone well. Crosses it in. Oh, crossbar! Distributed tidily. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's one-on-one, shot, and the finish! And it's in! And the comeback is complete! Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
58 minutes is number 9.
Tunisia go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Haaland, he's picked his way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivery, foolish header! They've done it! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. But the defence let themselves down by not picking them up. I think the boss won't be amused.
Erling Haaland.
Tunisia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Kubo. Messi. Nicely worked. And he's intervened well there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Minamino. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Shot a goal! Indonesia have hit a quick-fire double here, and out to the left it goes. Played back into the centre, but it's lofted through here. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Lampard, the man we've all come to watch. Ito promptly onto that, and that is that. Kubo.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Mbappe looking to add to his goal. And he plays one through. Ito. Great vision. This looks promising. Rice gets across and deals with it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Duan. And it's Minamino. And here's Kubo. Lampard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe. Here's Haaland. Done delicately.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Haaland. Minamino.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Haaland. Bastoni is in a really good position out wide. And it's hoisted clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he's there to clear it. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Kubo. Lampard
has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he is just ripping it up!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite.
So that's it. It is all over. Indonesia have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Haaland just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nice.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. He's had a shot! It's their first effort on goal.
Morocco certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Well, here is the legendary Safi Salih, one of the undoubted stars of Southeast Asian football. What can you tell us about him, Jim?
Well, he may not have made any real inroads into European football, Peter, but he's extremely agile, technically very accomplished, and he has an eye for the spectacular too. A player definitely worth watching.
That has been slung wide. And he lines up a cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Cucurella. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Ziyech. And that is a little undercooked. And it's made its way to him. Indonesia are still... Ziyech. Bellingham gets across and deals with it. He's looking wide. Looking for a runner. Can he latch on to this? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Brahim Diaz. Out to the right. Played into space out wide. Ødegaard. And it's Cucurella. Koulibaly. Indonesia finding their passes. And here's Del Piero. And this is Del... He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nice bit of trickery. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a good foot in there. Ziyech was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ødegaard. Now it's Del Piero. Can he get onto this? That's not going far. Mazraoui. That's a good ball out wide. Safi Salih. And this is Del Piero. Chana tipped. And he's found a way past. Big chance! They've scored! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Indonesia have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Dunk calmly anticipates. And this is Del Piero. Pinches it off him. Ziyech. Unahi. And here's En-Nesyri. Well read, nice interception. Oh, a delicate chip through. Ah, he'd have done well to reach that. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Cucurella. Oh, nice touch. He's had it taken off him. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Indonesia really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Indonesia leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Unahi. And it's Ziyech.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Del Piero. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's En-Nesyri. Threads one in. Ziyech. Amrabat. Brahim Diaz. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Safi Salih under intense pressure.
Well, he's a proper defender's nuisance because of his incessant movement, which is very difficult to stop.
Brahim Diaz. Indonesia are still that goal to the good. And he's been shifted off it. Bellingham. Nicely shaped ball. But that has not gone well. And he's there to clear it. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And that's aimed into the middle.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Brahim Diaz. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bellingham. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Safi Salih. Ziyech. Aimed beyond the defence. He's through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
En-Nesyri is flagged offside. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 7, Cucurella. Number 17, Ødegaard. Coming on the field, number 20, number 14, Xabi
Indonesia
Alonso.
perhaps contemplating their next change here. Great vision. Ziyech. Oh, that's fabulous. Fired deep towards the back post. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Morocco truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both. Indonesia.
Surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
No, that's been intercepted. Unahi. That's Brahim Diaz. And it's Ziyech. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Del Piero. "1-0 as we head towards the end." And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book. He's in a great position here. Stood up well to him there. Amrabat with a definite foul there. Fabulous save by Bunu. Mazraoui tries to clear.
Indonesia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Bellingham gets a foot in here, and he's quick to get it clear again. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Brahim Diaz. Now Mazraoui. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Ziyech. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Indonesia have held on. They have doggedly...